October programming 3 days before the 3 days before the start of October. So we're trying to set new, healthier patterns for programming discussions.
It's all about consistency.
It is. The good news is that Jamie has programming done for Diablo and for our other clients in the middle of the previous month. So October programming's been done for a couple of weeks now, 2-3 weeks. He meets with all of the people that he needs that contribute to programming, Paige down at Moxie and a couple of folks here, puts it out to the committee that looks at programming, and then we, with that collaboration, then publish on the 15th to our clients, our remote clients, and then to our customers the week before the month starts. So they can see the first week of programming already for October.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this week's or this month's programming, the focuses. Before we get started, just real quick, beginning next week on Sugar Wad. And if affiliates want to subscribe to Diablo programming, they'll be able to subscribe to Diablo programming, and it's called Diablo's Progressive Programming. You can follow us on Instagram at PRs all day. PRs all day. But the idea behind that programming is exactly what we do here. Quality workout programming that makes people want to come to the gym, because when they come, they're consistent and they apply intensity, they make the most amount of gains. So it's got to be fun, it's got to be engaging, and they have to make progress.
There's got to be a progression.
And the progressions are, and this is unique to programming, and for a lot of programming, is we have strength progressions every month and we have gymnastic progressions every month. And what's cool through progressive programming, Diablo's progressive programming on Sugar Wad, affiliates can also pick up the strong programming, and they can pick up the core and accessory programming and the Diablo Fit programming.
Yep.
So it's awesome. Well done, sir, and thank you.
Thanks for putting it all on there.
Yeah. This month's strength focus. Let's go over that real quick.
Yeah.
Strength, secondary strength, and then the skill progressions for this month. And I put them on a nice whiteboard here so that people that are watching can see it as well.
See what's going on.
Yeah.
So coming off of this last cycle, we're going to be going into our fall classic right at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
So we're coming off of a lot of Olympic lifting and a lot of Olympics specific. So
we're testing today while we're recording this. Today is testing the clean and jerk that we worked on. Well, we worked on the jerk last month.
And we had our snatch EMOM, which was kind of like a test to build up to
max. Quite a few PRs for that
week. So coming off of that, one thing within our secondary focus, or our primary focus of this month of September was the squat clean plus squats.
Right.
So we're going to go into just a straight squat clean for our secondary focus, with our back squat being our primary focus.
Okay.
So getting back into just, let's get some strength going. Let's get some, build up some hypertrophy through the legs, and then get underneath some heavy loads without needing so much the technical aspect that we've had this last month of September. So primary is going to be our back squats, secondaries are our squat clean, and our gymnastic skill focus is going to be handstand push-up. So we're going to go over a kipping handstand push-up progression. Okay. With those sessions, what we're really looking for is we're going to spend some time in the beginning of class working on a series of progressions, whether it's getting inverted, getting comfortable with pike push-ups, kicking up to the wall, working some negatives. So we're actually creating a little bit more body awareness of how we should be lowering and descending into that headstand position, to where we can support in our shoulders instead of relying on our necks to rebound into a kick. So along with that, we will be using some accessory stuff, some fun empty barbell work. I won't really talk about any specifics, keep it for a surprise for the day of, but you may not realize how much an empty bar is going to hurt. It's going to be good. Boy. It's going to be fun.
So, just on I love the squat focus. This month I always enjoy being forced to squat because I enjoy squatting.
It's important.
But the skipping over the clean and into the skill work, the kipping handstand push-up. We have a lot of members that can't even think about doing a handstand push-up, or aren't ready to go there yet. Is this a waste of time for them, or
this is a perfect time, because a lot of times we have handstand push-ups show up in workouts, and we had one this last week with 50 handstand push-ups.
Right.
And for somebody that doesn't have handstand push-ups, yeah, that can be, okay, well, I'm gonna have to scale this one again. Here's a chance where you can work on a progression and find out maybe what's a good progression for you to practice. And not so much just in class, but you can use these skills outside of class. Like do it at home, anywhere you have a wall, really.
Right.
So this is a good way to kind of take some skill and take some homework away from it so you can practice it. So when those handstand push-up workouts come up, you're a little bit more prepared for it.
Right.
So it's definitely not a waste of time.
All right. Cool. I'm looking forward to that too, because I need work in that area as well. I noticed though, let me just kind of divert from the programming for a second. I noticed, because this is related to that. So I've noticed over the last 3 months that the workouts have become, we're just not avoiding the technical movements. Like we're seeing the snatch, and then we're seeing muscle ups, heavy lifts in it. I'm an experienced CrossFit, been doing it a long time. I enjoy those things. We have newer CrossFitters in our gym as well. Are we, have we been programming more technical workouts, and why do we program these technical workouts where maybe 80% of the people that are logging their scores are logging their scale?
Yeah. Well, it's something to work for, and with CrossFit, we're working across, broad capacity across, working in work capacity across broad time, little domain. So, not everybody should be able to do workouts as prescribed. You should be challenged to do that. And with the amount of skill work and the lifting stuff that we do need to kind of work some of those heavier, more technical movements in our metabolics, so that way we can actually see what our work capacity is with that kind of stress, that kind of level of skill where you can't just go unbroken just because you have the capacity. Do you have the skill with the capacity?
Right.
How are we marrying those two together?
I notice on some days that when it's technical, we'll have less attendance and lower attendance, and I would encourage everyone that you might be looking at the workout and going, I can't do that. I'm not going to come in.
Even come
in. That's when you need to come in.
Yep.
I actually do that to myself when I look at it and I say, oh my God, thrusters, man, I don't do, and pull-ups, like I don't want to come in. I force myself because I need to learn to like those things better. Well, it's likely because I need to work on that.
And it's part of taking yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Well, it's
that's CrossFit in a nutshell is, the intensity, whether it's a skill or a movement or a workout that hurts, like you go, oh man, Fran, this is gonna hurt. I know this is gonna hurt. It's something that where you grow, right? If you're skipping out on those days and you're only coming on days that you feel more comfortable, I like these movements, I like that time domain, I like this loading, like you should be coming in to vary it up a little bit more, take yourself outside your comfort zone, and that's where you make it grow.
And it's really about leaving the ego at the door. Our coaches can help you scale or modify so you get an awesome workout.
Still get the same intense stimulus that we're looking for.
Just show up. You could take a workout that's power snatches and 200-meter run, and you've got a shoulder issue. Instead, you can do a Russian kettlebell swing and 200-meter run. You're gonna get crushed.
Yeah,
and
it's still gonna be a good.
It's still be a great workout for you. And so don't give up on the workout or getting a good workout or learning something new just because you can't do a movement. Get better.
Cherry picking is a dangerous thing.
And we're not, in talking with Jamie B and people on his committee, we're not gonna hold back on our programming.
There'll always be ways to modify.
There always will, right?
And that's functional movement and stuff that the human body is designed to be able to do. Whether you don't have the capacity or don't have the ability or mobility to get there, we're going to be able to help progress you through that.
Right. There are things that everybody can't do.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just things that, and it's going to show up. And I think those are real learning experiences. Yeah. And those get us out of our, like you said, get us out of our comfort zone.
It's practicing skills.
Yeah.
It's practicing stuff.
Cool. This month, some notable workouts we have this month. We've got our skill and strength progressions up. Some notable workouts I saw this month. Fight Gone Bad we have in the second week. I love that workout.
Yep. We've been doing a lot of that time domain where we're going 1 minute on, 1 minute on, 1 minute on, rotating through.
Now, so Fight Gone Bad real quick is 5 movements. you get a minute each in those movements, and then you get a 1 minute rest. And it was supposed to duplicate, and where it came from, I think, was one of the crazy fighters.
Yeah, he said like 3 5-minute rounds.
Yeah, and he said it felt like a fight gone bad.
Yeah, because you want the fight to end sooner with knockout or submission. You want to go all 3 rounds.
There's some scoring strategies that the coaches can help you with when you do this workout, like how to game it a little bit.
Hit the workout, hit the movements that you know you're going to crush, and maybe be a little more conservative that are the ones that are more taxing on you, whether it's the wall balls, whether it's the overhead, whether it's the box jumps. Like know your strengths, know your weaknesses, so that way when you go into it, you have a better idea of how to strategize.
Let's see some PRs on that day, but I did notice that there are a number of workouts where we were in that 1 minute work, 1 minute rest, 1 minute work.
Through September,
through September, or we did 3 minutes work and then a 1 minute rest. That stuff was very fight gone badish. I also noticed we did similar to the 5 pulls the other day too.
And we're within this workout, when we do this on the day, we're going to be doing it as with a partner, right? Because if you've ever done fight gone bad and you're trying to keep track of the reps yourself, right? Because it's 5 movements and you have 1 minute at each station. There's no time to really stop and write it down if you're hitting the workout the way you should. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to pair up with a partner. One person's going to be working, one person's going to be counting or assist with judging and help hold up some standards. Now, while the person is working through 4 of those stations, that they're going to keep counting, but then it ends on a row and a rest. The person that's counting doesn't have to keep track of those reps. So what they're going to be able to do, instead of standing around for 15 minutes, is they're going to do some of the movements as well to stay loose and stay warm. So that way, when the workout's over, the person that's finished the workout will have a few minutes to, gather themselves and pull themselves out of that quadrant state, and then help turn around to judge the next person.
Just a cue, I think that's great. That'll make it flow much better. Just a good member cue, when you look at the workouts the next day and you see a Murph, or you see a fight gone bad, or you see a filthy 50, understand that your coach, and it doesn't matter what CrossFit it is, but Diablo, the coach is going to be under a tremendous amount of pressure to set up all the stations, design all the heats, get everybody up and ready to go, paired up, get everybody warmed up. So when you come on a day when you see fight gone bad, come in and be ready to go. Like if you've got gear to put away, get the gear put away ahead of time.
If you have extra mobility that you need to do on your own,
come early, get it done. Because what we want to do is we want to get those classes done in time. We can get 3 heats done comfortably if fight gone bad in an hour, but you guys have to help. Setting up, organizing, partnering up right away, not messing around and getting into this workout. And it's an awesome workout.
And you don't have to pair up with somebody necessarily at the same fitness level. If you've got somebody that you want to go against, see if you can pair up with somebody else and then do the same heat, so you actually have somebody you can push against. But the beauty of it is having a partner there, you don't have to keep track of your reps. All you have to focus on is breathing and moving.
That's great. Cool. And then we have Grace coming up. Let's talk about that. I'll come back to that. We also have a regional event, a 2011 regional event. I remember this event. And that's...
this is coming off of all our handstand work.
Okay, so it's a 1 mile run.
It's a 1,000 meter
run. Sorry, 1,000 meters.
Weird distance.
1,000 meter run and...
30 handstand push-ups.
And 30 handstand push-ups.
And then a 1,000 meter row.
And a 1,000 meter row. That's a regional workout. I remember in 2011, I remember Sam Mendes doing it as an individual.
I was on the other side. I was on the other side of the wall with him.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So that's a chance to test your handstand push-up work. How many handstand push-ups in that regional event?
30.
30 handstand push-ups. Most people can get through it breaking them up.
30 with a little bit of an elevated heart rate. Coming off that run.
And then coming back to a super memorable workout, Grace. And every October, Diablo has participated in a charity event to help fight the battle against breast cancer. We have traditionally supported the Barbells for Boobs organization. This year we're going to deviate from that. We have one of our members that has cancer and is in the last stages of that cancer, tragically so, Sarah Aronson. And Diablo is going to, on that day, host the Barbells for Boobs event, but we'll be calling it Amazing Grace. because we'll be doing the workout Grace, which is 30 clean and jerks per time at 95 and 135. And everybody you can scale, there'll be scaling available. But the contributions you make for that event, all of it will go to help support Sarah and her family. She has young twins, and her husband Eric right now is out on a disability because he broke his ankle too. So the contributions that you make for the event, the money that we help raise for that, will go straight to the Aronson family, a Diablo OG. She has been around since 2008, 2007-ish. And has been a big part of the community, and we want to help support her through this very difficult time for obviously for her family and for her. So I'm gonna give her a shout out today and let her know that that's gonna happen, and if you can be there, I think that'll be an awesome.
Really awesome.
Related to programming, we've been working on the jerks this month.
All our jerks and clean.
Testing it today, and then now we're going to be doing more clean work. This should be.
Today is kind of like a Grace with.
And then we've got a real meaningful reason to do this. We should see a lot of PRs. For Sarah. On Grace in October. So that'll be Saturday, October
27th
for Pleasant Hill, and then it'll be on Friday.
It'll be a Friday Night Lights in Moxie.
At Moxie on October 26th. So gear up. Sign up for this event.
The week before.
Yeah, I'll have
October 17th.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to be October 17th. I'll have the sign-ups and information on that here and up and out to the community today. Anything else you want to add for this month?
Just take care of your bodies. You know, if you're feeling beat up from, some of the heavy lifts, because we do have some heavy metcons coming up. If you're feeling beat up and sore and you planned on coming the next day, doesn't mean you can't come. Maybe just skip the WOD and do open gym and do some rehab work, do some mobility, hit the scalp, crossover, symmetry, do some light rowing, just something to
Hit
move.
the reverse hyper machine.
Yeah.
Hey, grab one of the coaches and ask, hey, what can you do? Ask someone at the front desk. They'll have ideas for you as well. So
Just come in and move. Otherwise, if you're feeling beat up, just take a break. Take a day.
We've the workouts have been good, and I know I get the anxiety. I want to do them every day. Like I want to do that workout, but when I'm feeling it,
I've had a few people like, I don't know which one to take a day off on. It's okay. There'll be more in the future.
Yes. Don't be afraid to take the day off. And if you've got a slight injury, a pull, strain,
tell your coach.
Tell your coach.
Modify
and come in and move. Don't suffer in silence and don't stay away from the gym. You want to keep the habit going of coming to the gym, and your body will want to heal. There's all kinds of substitutions, all kinds of mobility stuff. We can help get you healthier sooner.
Yep, absolutely.
Leave your ego at the door. Stay healthy. Fight for Sarah. It's going to be an awesome month.
Work hard. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks,
Awesome,
everyone.
guys.
Till next time.
Good, dude. That's perfect.